In my senior year in high school, a family member encountered a serious problem with the law. I sat in a courtroom for an extended period of time. When I watched those lawyers during those 3 trials, I said to myself, I can do this and I can do it better. And that's when I decided I was going to law school. But as a senior in high school, I put Harvard or bust in the side of my bug because somebody told me that was the best law school. 4 years later, there I was. When I was a third-year law student, Cesar Chavez came to speak, and I had a private moment with him. And I asked him, I said, Cesar, got this job offer from this big law firm. What do you think? Is that what I should do? And I swear to you, I thought he was going to say, come work with me. I could use a Harvard man. Come work for the farm workers, and I would have been there like that. He said, Arturo, if you can, you should go work at one of those big law firms where there are no Latino lawyers, and you should be the best lawyer in that firm. So I joined Morrison Foerster September 17th, 1985. 33 and a half years later, I'm still here. They say pictures worth 1,000 words. Who would have thought that kid would go to Harvard Law School and then be a top partner at the top law firm? But it actually says a lot about the country and about the people in this country that they'd give that kid an opportunity.
Arturo and I were in the same summer associate program at Morrison Foerster. We both came from poor immigrant families, and we know how difficult it can be when a problem comes up and you look for help and you can't afford it.
I had the benefit of being poor, and people don't understand that unless you're poor. Nothing came easy for me. If I was going to get anything at all out of life, I had to go out and had to get it.
Arturo and I did between 5 or 6 civil rights cases that were venued in the Central Valley in California.
I've known Arturo since the first day he came into the firm as a summer associate. And he really believes that you can help people and do justice by trying cases.
I'm a trial lawyer. I came here to try cases. That's why I wanted to be a lawyer.
That includes a large amount of pro bono work that he's always done.
I think Arturo's commitment to pro bono is actually an extension of who Arturo is.
I bet there has not been a day in his career when he hasn't had 1 or more pro bono cases going.
In my view, we lawyers have an obligation to go into court and represent those who can't speak on behalf of themselves.
The school district in my town, Richmond, had run out of money about 2 months before the end of school. And I had 2 kids in the public schools at the time. It was quite a crisis. 8 parents, including my wife and I, were looking for some way to get out of this mess. Morrison Foerster signed Arturo to the case.
Arturo got a preliminary injunction requiring the state to pay for the rest of the school year.
And that case ended up being appealed directly to the California Supreme Court.
Arturo, an associate at the time, argued the case in the Supreme Court, and he won.
If I could pick out one lesson that a young lawyer could learn from Arturo is, you can't be afraid to lose a case.
He will try a case that can be lost. And if you can't do that, there are a lot of cases that you can't win.
I find that a lot of the young people that are coming to our law firm now come here because they know that we have a history of helping people in need, and that's why they come. And the main reason I've stayed at Morrison Foerster 33 and a half years is because I've always been able to represent people who couldn't speak for themselves. And that's just very important to me. And without that, I just wouldn't feel complete as a lawyer.